Down at the corner. Oh, nice. Very nice.
Me and John are doing a live stream on Sunday,
Mhm.
and we'll be showing how Sam Shimon has actually discovered the real injil, the one
Yeah.
that all the Christians, where's it injil? Where's it injil? Sam Shimon himself has presented the proof and the
Do you know,
evidence for an Arabic injil.
do you know what this actually does as well? It's him actually admitting that what they have today is not the real thing.
Yes.
Like he's actually admitting the corruption. It's like
John
what
was
we've
so excited because
yeah,
the worst it was, you see, Chris made a big presentation about this, right?
yeah,
And then Sam came on to try to save Chris from John. And then Sam came on and he brought the, because Sam is because he's got Arabic and such, and he likes
yeah.
to bring the salaf and this and that.
Mhm,
And every point he brought just made our point, rammed the point home,
mhm.
that the fact that they were reading something in Medina that
Yeah,
they thought was the Torah and the Injil
and it
that's
was.
different from the New Testament and the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Uh, and he brings a hadith, man. So so John's confident in this. John was buzzing
Mm.
when he heard this. So literally, that's the face he pulled. I didn't even see his face, but the way he was talking to me, I
Yeah.
swear that's how he must have looked. I swear that's how he must have looked when he was talking.
Oh, yeah,
So this
proper
is
excited.
on Sunday. It's at 7 p.m. earlier time because our boy's in Turkey. So
Mm.
it's going to be a brilliant presentation. Hopefully, Sam might even come backstage and jump on. We'll see.
Hopefully, yeah,
Because he's got a little bit of an ego on him, so you never know.
yeah,
Hopefully, some of his sound. Oh, here's John. I think John's here now.
yeah,
One
yeah. I'm
second.
gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on the Monday because I'll be at the corner on Sunday.
That's the face you were pulling when you were talking to me on the phone, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly the face.
I could picture that as you were. I was listening to that voice note, and that's the face I saw.
Whoever made that thumbnail, man, how did they get that face? That must be AI or something.
No, come on, the faces he put. I said to Ben, the faces he pulls, man, you'll easily get a stupid face. Anyway, just give a quick explanation as to what you think is going to happen on Sunday, just so everybody here knows and can be
No,
aware.
it's hilarious. As you said, Chris, he came with this long presentation, trying to show that, the Muslim understanding of the Torah Zabor and Injil is the Bible. He proved it over an hour, and then Sam comes on and just refutes it all in 5 minutes.
So we're gonna have a presentation kind of thing. Gonna have some clips from the. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Have you sorted it out yet, or are you still faffing?
Yeah, we've got it all. It's funny. It's just they just the thing is Sam knows a bit more, but at the same time they're not as polished as the Speaker's Corners guys. Like Chris is very polished. Like you can't get away with the Sam type dower in Speaker's Corner. That the level's pretty high in Speaker's Corner. There's too many cameras. But at the same time, Sam does have more knowledge than Chris on this subject. But Sam, I don't think Sam realized he just refuted Chris's whole presentation. So inshallah, the thing is, if you don't know, if we don't point it out, you won't understand how he's refuted it. So we just, we need to go through it because their speech is like magic. These guys, they have no evidence, but they'll make the audience think that they've won.
I've made this point, right, and I stand by it. These American speakers have got this charisma, just got this thing of the way they speak, man. It's just so they've got an advantage over us. They really have got an advantage over us, just in the tones they can reach and such. Like
it's just because of media, innit? Like Hollywood, and we're used to that accent. We're used to that style.
I don't know. I hear Avery speak. He sounds so convincing, right? Burp.
Well, you'd be surprised, Hamza. You'll be surprised, Hamza, when you go to America. Yeah, it's crazy, man. They all think we sound like we're from Oxford or Cambridge.
How do you do? No, but I'm not just saying. I'm not just saying. 1 second. I'm not just saying Christians. I'm talking like Khalid Yassin. Bilal Phillips. Bilal Phillips is American, isn't he?
Yeah, Canadian. Yeah,
Canadian. Abdul Hakim Quick. You know,
Yeah.
they've all got this. Even Yusuf Estes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
They've
The thing
they've
is,
got it. They've got it. They've got it. I have to hold my hands up and say, you know what? I'm
bro,
already at a disadvantage when I'm dealing with David Wood, for example.
bro, it's the
People talk
culture. You know,
garbage.
like if you're walking down the street in America, people are letting on to each other, speaking, talking.
Yeah.
Even the Tao is very easy over there. Like you can stop someone and speak to them about religion, and you don't think you're an idiot. You know, it's totally different. You'll love it if you go to the States.
We have to
Um,
travel, isn't it?
yeah, but they've got some. It's just the culture's different. You know, in England we don't speak to anyone. You know, we've lost it.
I like to think I do. But the point
No,
is, like
you
I said,
do, you do,
I
you
know
do.
if I'm debating an American, I know I'm already at a disadvantage. I have to go up against his American rhetoric already.
No, Hamza, they see it differently. It actually, your English accent will go a long way over there.
Mm.
Because for them, you sound more intelligent straight away. They don't know we've got a proper Northern Manchester accent.
I kid. All right then. All right, I'm gonna let both of you guys go now. Looking forward to Sunday, man. This is gonna be interesting. So how are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna like present it? Are you gonna like play clips? How are we gonna do it? What's the format?
Yeah, I don't really want to go over Chris's full presentation. It's an hour long, but we'll just give a little rundown of 5 minutes about what that is.
All right.
You know, what he's trying to prove. And then we'll just show how basically Sam has shown that he has knowledge of a different injil, which is not the Bible. So he's basically just refuted his colleague, and we'll show the points that he raised and how that proves our point actually.
Okay.
And we'll keep it, we'll keep it relaxed. It's nothing too deep.
Yeah.
Just,
Not like what Yemeni's just done. He did a
No,
really in-depth thing, man. Watch his
good.
presentation. It was so deep, man. I said to him, I have to watch it 5 times just to understand what was actually being said. 1 second.
You need stuff like that, and you need, like you say, then you need the tafsir of it, and you got to explain it. But this is more like the explaining to the people what actually happened, because
yes, exactly.
it would have gone over many people's heads. So we'll just break it down.
I agree.
And we'll have a bit of a laugh as well. And if the guys want to come on, Samoon and Avery, we can mute them and put them in the back room the way we do, and show them how it feels.
The way they did to you.
It's not very nice, is it? It's not very respectful. Somebody comes on your show and you just chuck them in the back room. So anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Abu T, what are you doing here?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh. Daisy?
Nice discussion. I just feel like, Hamza, you should invite the guy where we made Dawa and Daisy, Sepik Hunter. Be perfect to have him here.
Yeah, he's not ready yet, but inshallah. We met a guy, we playing DayZ, right? And this first of all, I killed the guy outside our base because he killed one of our guys. Then we started speaking to him, and then they're like neighbors of ours. And then I slipped into Dawa with him, mashallah, and he knew my videos.
Yeah, he knew Hamza.
He as soon as I told him my channel, he's seen my thing. Oh, I know you have. Yeah, I've watched your video. It was madness. Really nice Dawa with him. We're still allies in the game. So he's scared to death of me speaking to him again, right? Because I've left him with homework. But we'll see.
Anza killed him first and then make Dawa,
Oh, proper. I interrogated him outside our base and then I just shot him.
Hamza's style.
Anyway.
I didn't be like, okay, now I'm gonna wreck your beliefs now.
All right, guys. I'm gonna kick you off. Wait, so we got someone called Michael. Might see what this guy wants. Let me just remove that. Let me just see what this Michael Geezer wants. Yes, Michael.
Hello, how you doing?
All right, mate.
I'm doing all right. So, I come from a Christian family, and I was just trying to ask some questions because I've been watching your videos for like a really long time, and I've been, reading the Quran and everything.
Mashallah.
And I've been telling my friends, oh man, I've been, looking into this. I'm like, oh, it's fake and stuff, and it's all bullcrap. They Satan deceived Prophet Muhammad and stuff, but I just, like Prophet Muhammad, he just seems, he's so good. His character's so good. He just, I just don't know, what to say because everyone's trying to tell.
Well, let me ask you 2 simple questions. Do you believe Allah is the only one worthy of worship?
Yes.
And do you believe Muhammad is his messenger?
Yes.
Say
Thanks.
after me. Ashhadu.
I'm gonna 1 second, Tawati. So why don't you just take your shahada, man?
Well, I have like
Allah.
it's only been in like a week ago.
Who did you do it with?
By myself.
Well, let's do it now properly in front of witnesses.
With Abu
Let's
T.
do it.
Let Abu T do it for you.
Oh yeah.
Say after me, my brother.
Yeah.
Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an la
Allah
ilaha
ilaha
illallah
illallah
wa ashhadu
wa ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammadan
Muhammadan
abduhu
abduhu
wa rasuluh.
wa rasuluh.
And my English.
MashaAllah.
How
MashaAllah.
do
You're
I-
welcome, brother. Allah
Do
Mubarak.
it English now. Do the English now.
Yeah, doing it.
I bear witness
Oh, I bear witness.
there's no one worthy of worship
No one worthy of
no one worthy of worship except
except
Allah.
Allah.
And I bear witness
And I bear witness
that the last slave and prophet
that the last slave and prophet
is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
is Muhammad.
MashaAllah. Welcome
I'm
to
really
the
struggling.
MashaAllah.
Oh,
Look
sorry,
at
man.
that, right at the end of the stream, mashallah.
A typical Abu T. I'll take the shahada. No, but seriously, Michael. But seriously, alhamdulillah, you've accepted Islam.
Well,
The first
sorry,
thing you
my
need
bad.
to do is learn to pray.
Yeah, that one's been like I've been trying to memorize Surah Al-Fatiha, but that one's been
MashaAllah.
pretty hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm kind of struggling.
All right. You
but-
see this link I've put up here,
Yeah.
the newmuslimacademy.org.
Yeah. I see
Right.
that.
Click that link, register there, and there'll be facilities available to help you learn to pray and all of these things. And there's different modules, and it's designed for new Muslims. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Quick question. Sorry. Sorry to
Yeah, no
interrupt you.
problem. No problem.
So when I was studying the Quran and stuff, there's this specific Bible verse, Deuteronomy 18-22, and I was reading that, and I showed my dad, and I'm like, hey, look, read this. You know the one I'm talking about, prophet like Moses.
1818. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that one. When I read that, doesn't that sound like Muhammad to you for like if you
Yes.
read it properly? Because I think at the bottom it quotes, what does it quote? Let me just
It
remember.
said, "We shall raise him a prophet like upon thee from their brethren. He shall not speak of himself, but I shall put words in his mouth, and he shall speak all that is commanded of him. And it shall come to pass that those who not listen to his words, he shall speak in my name. I will be the avenger." So basically, God is saying that he's going to raise a prophet who's going to be like Moses. He's not going to speak his own words. He's going to be given the words to speak. And anyone who doesn't listen to those words that he speaks, then God will deal with that person. Now, we're not saying here, because I can see John went, eyes raised. we're not. What we don't do is act like, yeah, this is definitely Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him. It could be referring to Muhammad. It's not revelation as such, but we believe that the Old Testament contains remnants of the revelation of the Torah. So this could well be Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I think he's the best candidate personally. If you're going to say who else can fill this, Jesus can't fulfill it. Yeah.
You know, I just want to say something here actually, because I spoke to Zakir Naik a while back, and we spoke for about 5 hours in his house in Malaysia, and I was telling him about my book because I've done a research on not just on that, but it includes that. And as Hamza said, I'm not a big fan of the Muhammad in the Bible approach in terms of Muslims affirming this is Muhammad. But I think we can say, we can ask who it is. At best we can say, who is that? What's your explanation for that? And if you have come to that conclusion, then that's your own understanding, right? I'm not going to say it is. I'm not going to say it isn't. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it isn't, because we don't know the author. We don't know the author's intention. But at the same time, it is very plausible that Muhammad could be mentioned in the book, which was authored after Revelation. So, and what's interesting, Zakir Naik told me, he said that he no longer uses the Muhammad in the Bible technique, which he used to use, but that's the only one he uses, Deuteronomy 18:18.
Yeah.
So he still uses that one, which is interesting, So, and a few people have commented on this throughout the 1400 years of Islam. There was a famous rabbi in Morocco, which come to that conclusion. And there's a famous Christian who come to that conclusion in Andalus as well. And of course, more recently, Dida, Zakir Naik, etc., have popularized it as well. And also, brother Zakaria, Abu Zakaria and Adnan, they wrote a book and they've included that as well. So people have come to that conclusion,
And
It's
Benjamin
interesting.
Caldani as well. Benjamin Caldani that became Dawood Caldani, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Muhammad in the
Yeah.
Bible. He
Yeah.
had the same.
There's a
So
few of them, yeah.
yeah, so it's a very fine line me and John walk anyway. So we don't say that the Bible was revelation and then it was corrupted to be something that it never used to be. We don't say that. We say that the Torah is not the Old Testament, but what we say the Old Testament could contain echoes and remnants of what the Old Testament was. Oh, sorry, of what the Torah was. Yeah, this could be referring to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We don't go definitive on it. Someone's saying in the chat, why don't I go definitive? I just don't. I don't pin my colors to the mast. I don't use the Bible to validate anything I believe as a Muslim.
Exactly.
What I would use it for, though, is for a Christian to say, well, look, this is your book. You believe this. Who do you believe this is referring to? Because if you don't know, you've got a problem. Because the beautiful thing about that particular verse is what? We shall raise them a prophet like thee, a prophet like Moses, from their brethren. He shall not speak it himself, but I shall put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak all that is commanded of him. And the next few words are the most key ones. And it shall come to pass that those who not listen to his words, that he speaks in my name, I will be the avenger. So it's a warning now. So if you're a Christian, you need to know who this guy is. So you're going to have to come up with something. Now, I've heard Joshua, I've heard Jesus, I've heard many different explanations. Nothing fits. And so you've still got a problem. Because if Jesus doesn't fit and Joshua doesn't fit, someone needs to fit. Because God's going to be the avenger of those who do not hearken unto his words. Now, when we try to place Muhammad there as a candidate, what does it say? Prophet like Moses? He is a prophet like Moses. He came with a law. Yeah, he came with a law in the same way. Okay. And what does he say? He shall speak my words. What does the Prophet say? The words he speaks or what? Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious one. Allah says, the Prophet says, these words are not my words. The words are put into my mouth. Yeah? This is what the actual Deuteronomy is actually saying. He shall not speak of himself, but I shall put my words in his mouth. So now we have to look at someone in history who not only was a prophet like Moses, but actually spoke the words of God. Yeah?
Don't speak anymore. Hamza, don't speak anymore. I'll have to refute you.
I know. I can see it. I can see it. But I'm just saying.
No, but look, the point is, it's interesting, Michael. If you came to that conclusion after reading that on your own without seeing any kind of Islamic videos, then it's very interesting because other people have come to that conclusion. And like I said, we are valid in asking the Jew or the Christian, who is that? Who does that fit?
They need to know. They need to know.
Yeah. But the problem is in affirming it as a Muslim. But we don't need to go into that now. You just accepted Islam. But the point is, it's a very interesting thing. And inshallah, maybe I can actually touch upon this on Sunday because this actually relates to something else which Sam said as well.
Okay.
So we'll touch upon it, inshallah.
Well, maybe you give me a heads up before you bounce it on me. Any other questions, Michael?
Well,
how old are you, Michael?
Not really. I'm about 18.
No. How old are you, Michael?
18.
No, you said about 18. How old are you,
18.
Michael?
18.
No, how old are you? Be honest.
18.